Alright, so it's Thursday and the van is now in the garage to have some mechanics look at it, make sure it's all got a full service and all topped off with fluids. Any little bits and pieces need fixing, going to get fixed. So I'm going to take some time to do some of the other bits. The metal sheets have arrived for our windows, so I'm going to just sand back or file back the burr on the edge of those. We've got the wind's just blowing close to the door. Yeah, so we've got a few other bits and pieces to do. I've got the ribs to peel back and de-adhesive. Got the clamps.
Maybe you should give him the clamps, Clamps.
Gee, you think?
Panels are drying in the garage here. Okay, we've got our swivel chairs, they've just arrived and I've taken off the rails. I'm going to get all those mapped out for the floor and fitted. The van is still in the garage. Unfortunately, we're supposed to be getting it back today, but there's been a mix-up with the disc brakes. It's just going to take another day. So I'm just going to be finishing up these metal sheets as well as calling up and ordering some other bits of timber. So I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. I'll see you then.
I feel like a student at the back of a bus. I see. You couldn't sit next to Anthony because he sold their seats.
Okay, so all I'm doing here is taking the large timber battens we bought and chopping them to the length and width of the van floor. Afterwards I can layer up some smaller pieces so that all of our insulation boards will fit in between. We have a nice strong connection to that metal. And afterward we get set on putting the metal rails on our swivel chairs so that we can find exactly where they will be bolted to the floor. Hey Dan, it's Anthony, the metal panel guy. Yeah, you're right, buddy. Yeah, sorry I didn't get over to you the other day. I basically didn't get my van out of the garage. But I've got these seats which I need to just like modify the rails. I can come over now, mate. I was gonna go post office first, but I'll come to you now.
Oh, right, yeah, that'd be brilliant if you could, yeah.
Alright, pal. I'll see you in about 10 minutes.
Alright, cheers, mate.
Nice one, Dad. Alright, bye-bye.
Cheers, mate.
Just going to get the rail modified so that it's going to sit flush to the floor, and might as well mention now, if you want to see how the floor can be done really nicely, properly, I've been following a guy called Tim. He's got a channel with his wife and family called The Restoration Couple. Definitely worth checking them out. Alright, so I'm going to drive over and we should be able to get our floor sorted in the next couple of days. Got our flyboard right in the back. I've left the metal rails with the guys in the shop. They're going to chop all that up for us and we should be able to fit that tomorrow. Get the floor finished. Okay, so we've got the floor all mapped out and just waiting on some router bits to arrive. When they come, I'm going to cut out some grooves so they sit flush to the floor. It's all starting to come together. We're building now rather than tearing apart, so good stuff. So I've just gone and grabbed a nice router. Some bits off of Amazon for £13. 12 drill bits, pretty good. So here's the first one. Just cut out these joints. It's going to sit nice and flush on the floor. On this one, as you can see, that goes in nice and gets these grooves don't interfere. So I've gone down and measured out all of these. They're going to get cut. On this one, just need to cut a little bit more because there's an edge I didn't account for in there and here. So once we've got all that done, then it'll be time to cut out insulation boards, plyboard the floor, hopefully get this floor finished in the during the weekend. So yeah, it's going to be good. Get all this done. Feels like a big step is going to be completed.
Is this the last of a sticker? Yeah. Letter A is coming up. No more school sticker. Okay, when did it fall?
Okay, so it's now week 3 of the van project. A bit behind the schedule, but we'll make up for it with some hard work and determination. Alright, so we've just put in this window. It's all riveted to the side. Gonna just get that sealed up around the edges, and then there's 2 more to do over there. Alright.
Comfortable?
Yeah, chairs are on!
Woohoo!
All railed up, and I can swivel.
Yeah, boy.
Spinning around. Out of my way. Move out of my way.
You can do it!
I can do it. Well, we managed to get swivel chairs in at least.
Look how cool my chair is. Double seat. And it's like a mini sofa, you know?
Yeah, like
It's so
if you look at that. That's just made the front of our vehicle a little living room now.
so much more space as well.
Yeah. Now, finish this floor, get it plyboarded, we can go all the way to the end now. That'll be one big job done, and we can start on this ceiling, get everything insulated, do our other window panel, and then the body work, the shell will be ready.
And then the fun will begin.
Yeah,
Well,
we're already having
fun
tons of
now, but I'm super excited.
fun. Fun level 2. Say bye bye.
Bye.
And here's the work we did yesterday. Woo.
Oh, we did
So that's half the van, boarded and insulated. We're hoping that the plyboard will crush that down, fasten it. We're going to cut out this plyboard now and hope it all fits, then we'll get on the front of the van after.
Yay!
Okay, so we've got the floor ready to go in. We want to save as much space as possible and as much height. These boards right now are sitting proud from the wood, so what we're doing is cutting out, marking all the lines, cutting them out, and we're using a Dremel, cutting out grooves so they slot into the bodywork very nicely.
Time to cut the plyboard. Making of the floor.
Right now I'm preparing a straight edge to use.
What are you doing with this old floor, Anthony?
Cutting out templates for corner sections. What we're doing is just measuring out the full length of the base, using the corner edges from this to match up to the edges in there, and now I'm going to cut them out.
Beautiful. Let's watch.
There's Rita taping up the insides of the panels we've cut.
Yep.
Preserving our vapor barrier. Alright, so we're back again, the sun's out, we're literally waking up and first thing, getting some food, getting showered, whatever we need to do, and then powering through with the bus. So today, Rita's finishing off taping the undersides to keep our vapor barrier continuous. I've got my mad scientist look again as I'm cleaning out the trench above here, which I've already done this side now. I'm going to reseal that. We're starting to get some moisture through underneath and around the pillars at the front, which is a common problem with these specific vans, the LDVs. And what happens is you get moisture running off of here, so everything kind of runs down, gets right into that central pillar and starts leaking into the footwells, and we've got a pretty bad one on that side. There are a few little bits and pieces where the sealant is broken, so going resealing all that, putting some just regular outdoor sealant on it. I'm going to get a nice thick bead going through that trench, and then we shall finish off our floor. So now I've cleaned up this area, you can definitely see this is fiberglass, this is metal, so somewhere in between that, water's getting in and it's leaking down this into the footwells. It's moist inside here. So I put a nice bead of sealant all the way down here around the back as well. It's nice to neaten it up.
What?
Yep. Very important part of the job about balancing. Looking so cool. So yesterday we did most of the floor. Things always take much longer than expected, but we just keep working on it and it gets done. Yay! You can stand on the floor. I'm gonna stand on the floor. Dun, 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 dun. Soon.
In the next episode, we'll be finishing the final part of our floor and dry fitting everything before cleaning it up and adding our final windows. We will have to improvise some of the van driving features to maneuver while we work on it, and then we can discuss the next stages of building our completed insulated shell. See you next time for part 2.